I'd heard the name Profound Sound when we moved down. Like, you know, I chatted to some people down here and said, what's going on musically? And everything with this word Profound Sound kept coming up. And I was like, oh, that's the edgy one. That sounds like fun. Yeah, I'd like to be involved in that.
Profound Sound is an experimental music and sound festival.
To be a Profound Sound audience, you need to have an open heart and an open mind, because you are going to be asked to go somewhere that you haven't been before.
It's not just a traditional festival where everyone's going and they're definitely going to like each sound. It's there to raise emotions and feelings. Even if they come out of it and have a bad experience, hate it, kind of like that.
We've had a year off because of COVID, so this year was really about getting back to it, remembering what it feels like to be together.
I literally physically have to dust off my equipment and plugging things in, and obviously my laptop's got older. But yeah, no, it felt really, really good feeling the presence of audience.
Because of COVID, I felt like my body was very hungry for the vibrations of the music.
I noticed I'm not used to that kind of situation anymore. Having all those people around and lights.
In crisis, we have to get together and create like joyful places. It just creates a space for new things to happen.
I like to be kind of on the edge. Sometimes I, fuff up things. And then you suddenly go, oh, actually, that faff now sounds kind of nice.
It can feel like I'm just trying to put a brave face in it when I kind of enjoy things going wrong, but I love those mistakes because they are the bits that didn't happen last time and will never happen again in exactly the same way. And you are present in that moment. I don't think I'm ever more present when I'm playing this set.
It gets a little bit out of like what your normal sense of control would be in a way that's really good. I feel like I'm always trying to get to that point of like, how can I kind of like get out of my comfort zone?
A first-time Profound Sound attendee does, for a moment, see the world in a different way. It is unexpected, and that is what we're trying to do.
Cute town, but then we have this festival here. We have the courage to bring music like Senyawa. We like it loud and full of emotions. Bit weird, even for us sometimes.
What I do is like pretty specific and like a little bit out there. So it's really nice having like a common ground of just like, oh, I feel this thing. Do you feel it too? Like, yes.
On paper, my life is nice. I so badly wish I could engage, appreciate, and truly live this life that I've been fortunate enough to experience.
What I'm trying to do really is just trying to communicate these basic human emotions. And I think a lot of experimental music does that.
The theme of our project this year is fear. And I mean, there's so much going on in the world which causes people to be afraid.
War and also pandemic, climate catastrophe. We try to make sense of it, or at least cope with the feeling that we cannot make sense of it.
One element of the performance was to invite the audience to also step to the drum kit.
And to it together. The street drum sets are there, and to overcome the fear of the audience. Facing the fear, but not being totally stuck in it.
Whether it's the fear of failing or whether it is feeling you're not doing it right, it's nice to laugh about it and look at it with love.
To be open to just letting something not be perfect and just doing it because you like it or you're learning from it. That's something that I would definitely take on.
It is absolutely permission granted. I know that people do come to that festival and it does influence how they perceive music or what they want to do with their own practice, for sure. It was affirming for me. It made me really see why we do what we do and why it's such an important thing to have here. It was just great to be back. And I think everyone really appreciated it.